YouTube family, my name is Elysia English and welcome back to my channel. I am with my Fiddle Leaf fig tree Groot. Many of you know I got him a couple of months ago on our channel and I was so excited because this is a plant that I've always wanted. They're super on trend right now, but I really love and I'm super attracted to this style of leaf, the size, and just the really uniqueness of how this plant grows. So Groot is doing really well, so I wanted to update you on this video and show you how much he has grown. So I'm like super distracted. There's the cutest bird ever making noises in the background and it's so cute. So Groot's growing really well. He's actually getting so tall that he's starting to lean and he's going to start needing some supports. These top leaves here are brand new leaves that just arrived last week, and then these two were from the week before. Like, we're really getting huge leaves really quickly, and so I want to give him some support. Yesterday we went to pick up a wagon, you saw in our video from yesterday, and so I couldn't resist on my way back from picking up the wagon going to my favorite nursery that the boys and Philip always get me plants for Mother's Day and special holidays. So Chase and I did like a quick detour and ran in to see if they had any more fiddle leaves because I've been doing really well caring for this guy. I really wanted to get another. They had the most amazing tropical plants and they were 30% off. So I may have a few new additions that I want to show you in this video.
Actually came up to us and was like, hey, there's a sale, buy 3 and get 30% off. So then she said that there was a little mini one and then we found that one.
And the snake plant. So it ended up being that the price of just this fiddle leaf meant that we actually got 3 plants for the same price as if this one was full price. So we were super lucky that there was a sale because who doesn't love more plants, right? The cheaper the sale naturally means I can bring home more plants.
Wow.
So I was really happy with how our Groot has been growing, and so I really wanted to get another fiddle leaf for somewhere else in the house. And it really was a really nice full one, and it looks super healthy, and all of the plants that they have at this greenhouse are absolutely gorgeous. And then when she told us that they had this tiny little baby one, we couldn't resist and we had to get it because we actually got these for such a good price. So we got some soil and we're going to plant these into some pots. We ran to our favorite McNaughton's Home Hardware because they have a gorgeous area where they have all of their seasonal stuff right now, and they always keep pots in stock. And we had picked this pot up, which has been working really well for our Groot, and it has like the self-watering system in the bottom, so I kind of know if it's overwatered or if it needs more. So I wanted to get that same pot, and so we actually got 3 of them because we got one more plant while we were there. I've got a forest here now. When you just leave over to the cash area of this gorgeous nursery, they have a gigantic plant that I look at every time I go in, and I don't even know if it's for sale. It's huge. It's probably been growing there for a really long time, and they don't usually carry any smaller versions that are maybe starters of this style of plant. And when we were there with the tropical sale that they had, it meant that I was actually able to grab one, which I was super excited about. And so this is the plant that we got. I'm probably gonna butcher the name of this, but I think it's a Celium Philodendron. It's got a really tricky name. I'm sure there's a short form version, which if you know it, please let me know in the comment section. But I've always wanted this plant. I'm still doing some research on exactly what I need to do to care for it, but it is a tropical plant, and I thought since I'm doing so well with my other tropicals that I would give this a try. I'm loving how at nighttime the leaves start to kind of like close up a little bit, and then in the daytime they really flatten out. It's kind of neat to see the movement of the plant. So we actually are going to get these into some larger pots. I also really want to retransplant a hibiscus plant that my family got me for Mother's Day. It's doing really well outside by our front door here, but the problem is the sun seems to really be frying every time a flower comes up. So the leaves and everything are thriving, but it doesn't seem like the flowers are lasting very long because we get such strong heat there. So since it's an indoor-outdoor, I'm going to actually put it in a pot and then bring it inside, which I think is going to be a lot better. So we picked up 3 large pots, and then Chase picked some smaller pots for some of the smaller additions that we got yesterday. So we're gonna get these planted up. And we're going to get some supports in our Groot here because I really don't want his main branch to split and kind of bend over when he's growing nice and tall the way I want him, kind of where my china cabinet is. So we're gonna get working. So this is my hibiscus that I got for Mother's Day, and it has amazing mustard yellow flowers on it. Just absolutely stunning. So the leaves are doing really well, and I'm getting a lot of baby roots, but the problem is that it's getting a little bit root bound being outside. I need to get it in some better soil. As well, when the sun comes to this front entryway pretty much all morning, it's just frying the flowers. And so the flowers are lasting maybe a day, and then I'll come out the next morning to take a photo of them, and they're gone. Like yesterday, this had 3 beautiful flowers on it, and I know it could potentially be making a lot more flowers if it wasn't getting fried. So I want to put some new soil in it, get it a little bit freshened up here, take out all of these leaves that are just kind of getting fried, and then take it indoors, because hibiscus can do really well inside also. Because our whole front of our house is pretty much windows, this will have a great opportunity to get a lot of sun, but not get too much direct sunlight. Jace had a hard time picking which pots he wanted because they had gorgeous little clay ones there, and he really thought these ones were cute. So he actually got a couple of them for some transplanting of some pots that we have at home. The roots are all at the bottom. Look at Philly, the roots are wrapping around and around and around.
I saw when you pulled it out.
So long, and I'm not sure if that's normal for this plant or not because I've never had one. Okay, all joking aside, because I know you don't care how many plants I have, but you like the plants we picked.
I love them, yeah. I think you picked great plants.
So adding some support to my Fiddle Leaf is kind of exciting because that means he's doing really well and that he needs a little help. He is pretty strong, and I don't know if his branch would snap, but as he's getting these huge leaves on top, I really don't want that to happen. And I read today actually that the bigger your new leaves are, the healthier your plant is growing. If my top leaves were growing smaller than the largest leaves on the bottom, it would mean that maybe my plant was needing something. But look at how big these new leaves are on the top. So he's doing really well. So I'm going to put in this bamboo stick. I just picked up a pack of these for about $4 at Home Hardware. And I am gonna cut it a bit shorter, but I'm just going to put it along his main trunk here, right to the bottom so it's nice and strong. And then I just have some of this like cotton twine, and I'm just gonna wrap a couple around some of the largest portions of his trunk. That way I know I have the strongest points holding extra strength. So put a little bit down here where he's like super strong. And I'm not really gonna put it tight. I'm gonna leave a lot of space in between. So I don't want this restricting the growth of the plant, but I just want it to give a little bit of extra, and then I'll cut off all my extra strings in a second. Easier to tie it when you give yourself extra. And then this gorgeous one up here, I think we're gonna just give a really loose post here. All right, that should definitely help. And then I'm gonna cut off my extra tails here. I was out of like the neutral twine because then you wouldn't really see it, but I'm okay with it. All right, so Groot has some extra strength. Now what I want to do is, I've been doing this every couple of weeks. Just naturally in your house, your plants will get dusty. And I read when I first got my Fiddle Leaf as many tips as I could to help this guy succeed at growing. I really was wanting to make sure that he did really well. And so I read a tip that if you actually keep the leaves really dust free, it will really help to be able to absorb the light and just really help the plant do really well. And so what I've done is, the tops of all the leaves, even just from the last 2 weeks, are quite dusty. And if I just rub a section, I can see that I can really shine up the leaf just by rubbing it, which tells me that it's time for it to have another dusting. So what I'm gonna do is just use a clean kitchen cloth.
Oh, my hands are dirty.
You are dirty, you're not touching my plant. Back off, dirty hands. And I'm going to just use, it's just a really soft one. There's no rough edge on this sponge. I usually like to use like the Blue Jay cloths, but I was out, so this will do. And then I'm just going to really polish my leaves. And you can see that it really shines up and takes all of the dust off. So you can see I haven't done that area, and you can see it's got white haze all over it, and wiping it off will really brighten up the plant. So not only does it look better, but it's a lot better for the plant also. I'm just using a tiny bit of warm water. It's not warm, just sort of room temperature. Whoa, you can really see it on this one. Look at the difference. Wiping it and not wiping it. I'm gonna get that part. Ready? I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I really like making content for you guys that really shows things that we are really interested in as a family, and see how much you guys really like that as well, because having plants around our home and in our environment is super important to us, and it makes all of us laugh, smile, and enjoy memories together, like when we plant these pots and put them in and watch them grow. And Chase mentioned yesterday maybe we needed a measuring Groot, like a measuring chart for Groot, because he's growing so well. We actually thought when we got him that if we gave him a name, he might have more of a success at succeeding and living and thriving as a plant. So we named our original Fiddle Leaf Groot. So we need your help. We need some really clever plant names so we can actually make some cute tags and name our new additions, because it's kind of fun for us to give them all names and then say, hey, did you water Groot today? Or actually have them kind of like part of our family, because plants are part of our family. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you love plants in your own home. Maybe you have a plant suggestion on something that you think I should add to my collection of plants. Let me know any clever names that you have. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending time with me and my family. It means the world to us to have such an amazing YouTube family. You guys are literally the best. We love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on our next video.